Hello! Hello guys, Tau Empire again. Today, this is the conclusion of a rather epic campaign between myself and the Dutch Navy. With himself as Hector von Helsing. And this is the final stand of my vampire counts. So the Dutch Navy will be sieging me as the Empire, and the Witch Hunter General, which is a nice little mod which lets you use a Witch Hunter General as your lord. So that's what we did there. There was a whole backstory to it with a Strigoi Ghoul King named Sinstein the Ravager. The only problem was, to be fair, I got smashed to bits early on and spent most of my time defending against Tempelhof and Orcs. But it doesn't matter because it all led to this one epic conclusionary battle. So we're going to get on with that right now. He is sieging me at the moment. He's just basically brought a shit ton of these crossbowmen, outriders, and the mainstay of his army is the Free Company militia. Now, I didn't really put much stock in the Free Company militia, but we're going to see why they're good. Okay, I mean, obviously, maybe I do make a few mistakes during this siege, but I have Vargeists, I have a lot of Black Knights or Vargeists, there is some Skeleton Warriors there. What I have done was I put Crypt Ghouls on the walls just to get the defences up and running. I have the Graveguard here and here, but I am outnumbered, but I still think I do have a good chance. Now, the Fellbats here as well all add to my let's just say manoeuvrability in this battle. But we're just going to see what happens here. So let's get some cinematics in. And my arrows doing some work against the towers, but they're not going to really matter. All of these towers, by the way, I believe have Free Company militia in them as well. It's a very strange setup, but we're going to see how it works overall. Trying to get some Crypt Ghouls over to the side there, just to get them in on whatever comes out of there. And here they come. Free Company militia hitting the walls. He does take that rather easily, however, here come the Crypt Ghouls. Now, the Crypt Ghouls, I think we should do good work against them there. I have more Crypt Ghouls here, but as you can see, one thing you don't take into account with these Free Company militia, they are shooting all the time. They are literally shooting all the time if you put them in that defensive stance. So, yeah, on the walls, he is doing a good job straight away. I am managing to surround him with Graveguard as he comes in here. I have more skeletons and more Graveguard incoming there. So it's looking good for me at the moment on the sense of pushing them back from the walls. My Fellbats I have put there. I'm trying to get them to move in on these. There they are there. On these mortars. I'm thinking to myself, sacrifice the Fellbats and get them in there, you know. But yes, anyway, look, these Crypt Ghouls slapping around these Free Company militia here. But again, Free Company militia doing a good job of holding the line. Let's have a look over in this part of the wall here. More Crypt Ghouls hitting their Free Company militia there. And the Dutch Navy, like I say, is coming in hard with these Free Company militia, but they're actually doing a lot better than I thought they would, which is, you know, it's unfathomable, really. But at the back here, just in case he does get through the walls, I have my Black Knights and some Dire Wolves. Vargeists I haven't moved yet. There is a reason for that. I'm waiting for them to stay at the wall. I have the Strigoi Ghoul King there. I do have another Lord somewhere, but I've lost him. But yes, here, they've managed to get surrounded by ghouls. My Crypt Ghouls. Still firing into them, look there. They have done some good work against this Free Company militia, but they're just getting ripped apart. The Crypt Ghouls here are doing okay against this Free Company militia. As you can see, my Crypt Ghouls there are starting to weaken, but still doing a good job. mainly due to these Graveguard in there as well. The Graveguard absolutely massacred. Graveguard in here, taking a lot of damage, and I've had to pull my fell bats away here, as I didn't even get in on the mortars before he turned round. Just blasted my fell bats out of the sky, and they're just going to go. They're just going to go. There's no two ways about it there. No two ways about it. He's took the wall there as well, if you notice, so my fell bat's taking a lot of damage again. So, yeah, taking the walls. No, I am starting to pull back. Sorry, I am starting to pull out a win on the walls, but he has bust through my main line. Now this is where the interesting bit starts here, to be honest with you. I'm bringing my Vargheist and my Black Knight are coming in from the side. He hasn't noticed them for some reason, he must have been elsewhere, but he didn't notice the Black Knights incoming. I get my Vargheist. There they go, got some. I get my Vargheist to hit down on these, because I want rid of these. There we go. Direwolves in, Vargheist in, and there we go. The mainstay of the battle is going to be fought here. It really is. But there you go. He didn't notice, and in come the Black Knights on these Free Company militia. And at this moment, I have got him trapped in that middle area. I am taking back the walls with very little problem. Fellbats are screwed. Fellbats are screwed. So that's fine. He does manage to keep this Free Company militia there for a minute. So, but yeah, overall, the walls are mine still. I've still kept the walls, which is good. So my Black Knight's doing work, starting to rout off these Free Company militia here, starting to hit on these Free Company militia here, and I'm in on the Outriders, which is excellent for me. But my Vargheist is getting absolutely murdered in there. So there's not much I can do at this juncture, just leave him in to fight. Maybe should have pulled him back. Same with the Black Knights, I'm not cycle charging. I can't remember why, but I'm not cycle charging. I think I got a bit over cocky and just thought, right, I've got him here, I've got him. The balance of power is very, very slightly in my favour as I'm starting to push him back. The walls are mine, again. I have brought these Crypt Ghouls in, and 2 units of Graveguard. I want these finished off very quickly as Free Company militia here so I can push back. These Graveguard, however, are going to be hitting into the side of these Great Swords, because again, I want these Great Swords down. At the moment though, 34 kills for the Great Swords, doing good work, always doing good work, Great Swords. And here, the Witch Hunter General against my Strigoi Ghoul King. The Strigoi Ghoul King seems to be winning. There is no comeback there for him, but he just managed to pull him out of the battle, which is not good for me. I was hoping to kill him. Still keeping in on these Black Knights on this side. Their Free Company militia are still firing. And look at this, if you look, there is always some form of firing going on with them, and this is the problem. This is where it starts to get bad. These Graveguards seem to be messing about up here, so they do eventually go into the side there. There we go, finally going down into the side of the Free Company militia, which is exactly what I needed. It is exactly what I needed. And it looks like I'm surrounding him here as well. So he has got a lot of units still. Could be pouring into the city, but I do have them surrounded with the Black Knights and the Graveguards. There is a couple of Vargheist left. Some more Black Knights coming into the battle here, and it does look good for me. Still got Direwolves in on the go. I've brought my Crypt Ghouls down to finish off these Free Company militia, and again, looking good. So we're just going to take this in, and hopefully the last stand of the Strigoi Ghoul Kings will work. There's his Witch Hunter Generals, he has 2 of. Hector von Helsing. And who cares? Well, Warriors are starting to rally at this point. It's still looking okay for me. The balance of power is very slightly shifting in my opponent's favour though, which is not good for me, but I'm still thinking I can get it. I mean, I've got more Graveguard incoming here. I do have them completely surrounded, but these Free Company militia are doing excellent work. They really are doing excellent work. They're not going down very easily, and they're actually starting to win over on my Black Knights, which is not good for me, so it's starting to look good for my opponent at this point. The more debuffs coming in. My Strigoi Ghoul King fighting away there. Like I said, I do have another Strigoi Ghoul King. I'm just not sure where the little bugger is at the moment. So, yep. Warriors are starting to rally. He's trying there to take the centre of my settlement. So I have to pull back a unit of dire wolves, which goes straight in on these crossbowmen, and hopefully that was enough to rally them off the field.
As long as we draw breath, they will die.
Well, to break them off the field. We have more Free Company militia. Look at this, this is ridiculous. More Free Company militia incoming. He still has these units of crossbows here and the outriders here. The mortars still firing in. I wasn't too worried about the mortars at one point, but they do seem to do some good work on these back bits. I have my corpse cart in on the battle there, just trying to buff my units. The Graveguard and Black Knights. My Graveguards are actually not doing great against their great swords overall, but their great swords are starting to break, which is excellent news for me. Those great swords, they are broken. So there goes the great swords, which is brilliant work. After doing 124 kills though, but my Graveguard 130 kills. You know, they're no slouches. 257 kills for these Graveguard here. So you just wonder how it's possible. I mean, 128 kills for these cavalry, 95 for this cavalry, 156 for these crypt ghouls here, and yet the balance of power is still not in my favour. 115 kills for my Strigoi Ghoul King. 78. There is no amount of kills coming in. I have my corpse cart now. I've had to pull it in a bit to try and sort of. I don't know what I was trying to do actually. I'm gonna be honest. I've had to pull another unit of Black Knights away to kill these crossbowmen as my dire wolves have finally fell. And it's just so good. This is such a good battle. Still don't know which way it's going to go. The balance of power starting to shift definitely in my opponent's favour. But I just can't see them getting through this. But here we go. This is what I'm talking about here. This is the Free Company militia firing constantly. Look, just those every time they shoot, they're doing damage. Look at that. Firing into my Graveguard, firing into my Black Knights. Now, at this juncture, this is not good for me. This is not a good fight anymore for me. This is getting really bad now. The mortar's still firing in. I am starting to push them back a bit from this main gate, but that mortar firing coming again. And yes, also my Strigoi Ghoul King has gone down. That happened about a minute ago. I completely lost it though, but there you go. I have my Black Knights coming in to finish off these crossbows. But with the loss of my Strigoi Ghoul King, that is really big. Oh no, sorry. I apologise. I know that he does go down, obviously, at some point with that health, but there's a Witch Hunter General there. Look at that. 22 kills, 21 kills. But these are not doing as many kills as you'd have thought. They're really not. The crossbow's doing good work. He's had to run his crossbows in now. Now look, they're starting to rout off the field. Unfortunately, his great sword's coming back, but that shouldn't matter at this point. He's starting to rout. The handguns from the Free Company militia firing every now and again still. But I'm starting to lose my crypt ghouls there. 184 kills from them. Well done. Black Knights there. My corpse cart is starting to get hit. There we go, that's it there. The Strigoi Ghoul King has been surrounded. He has no chance, and there he goes down. And this is where it gets bad from here. Nothing I can really do there. Death Embrace my lord. They have been shattered, the crossbowmen. He has more Free Company militia that have managed to rally themselves coming in from the back. They still have a lot of ammunition left. But my warriors are rallying. And if we can just make them break again, which is not going to happen, because if you look at the morale bars, it's looking all good for them now. Free Company militia still firing into my men. He has Free Company militia on the wall, but there is not much left on either side. He is now essentially fighting with crossbowmen and witch hunters. but that mortar's still firing in, doing good work. And they're in on my corpse cart now, so it's not looking good. My grave guard's starting to shatter and crumble. They will be disintegrating soon. And yeah, it was an epic battle, but I am bringing in my Black Knights back into the fight here. But I would like to say I am very impressed with this Free Company militia. I am extremely impressed with this Free Company militia. Look, still firing. Just did so much work. Absolutely so much work. Look at that. Look at that. Corpse can't go down. Everything starts to disintegrate. I do get a charge off into these here, but they actually disintegrate as they charged. And that was the end of that. So very well done to my my opponent there. He fought the fight well, and I just can't fathom how good these Free Company militia were. They were brilliant. They are something that maybe I should use a bit more in the campaign, and maybe I should use them a bit more in the multiplayer. But you know, I think it was well worth fighting. It was such a good battle, and yeah, we are going to be doing more campaigns soon. We were going to record the actual full campaign in itself. However, there was a few technical hiccups, so we decided just to do this last battle. Well, just to record the last battle of the campaign, and it was a good one. Look at this. I mean, 126 kills there. We did some good kills. Obviously can't. There we go. 300 kills. 300 there. But I think what did it for him was this little group here of reserves. If he didn't have those and he'd just come in with this main army, which almost happened at one point, I would have easily had it, I think, to be honest with you. But I did make some faults myself, you know, some mistakes. I should have been cycle charging my Black Knights and maybe microing a bit better so that my my Strigoi Ghoul King did not go down. But yeah, excellent fight. Well done. To good game to the Dutch Navy, my opposition there, and thank you guys for watching.